Hello.
My microphone's having a seizure. Give it a second. You cooperating now? Okay. Hi everybody. My name's Nova. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Abe. One of my favorite parts about setting up a live stream, apart from realizing 3 seconds before I start that my glasses are filthy, is getting to click on, no, this is not for kids. This game is M15 plus, it is not for kids. I've never actually finished this game before. There's a particular required part of this game that is... Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate. There's a particular part of this game that is like required to progress that is nearly impossible. But we will see if I can do it. It's not for a while yet. We'll be fine for today. But otherwise, let's get into it. Some more Abe.
Okay. Follow me.
Is Scott hand branded on Moon's odd face? This hero may free the Modakin grace. With skin of blue and spirit guides too. Only he can save our bones from brew. But shall he fall to block and yoke? Modakin nation be doomed to croak.
This is Necrum. Long ago, the Mudokons brought their dead here. That was before the Gluckons started stealing our bones. They used Mudokon slaves to do it. Blind ones that couldn't see. The Gluckons didn't want anyone to know what they were digging up. And no one ever did. Not until the spirits of those bones paid me a visit. That's me. My name is Abe. I had just returned from saving 99 Mudokons from Rupture Farms.
Oh?
That's when they came to see me.
Abe, you're the savior of the Mudokons, so you gotta help us.
The Gluckons are digging up our bones.
You gotta come to Necrum, Abe. Quickly!
We had to do something, so me and some others left to search for Necrum. Our journey started well. We were kind of excited.
Abe, you're just the greatest.
Okay. But by lunchtime, we were getting pretty tired.
Come on. Okay. How much longer?
By dinner, it was unbearable.
It's 'cause of you we're in this mess.
This bites!
Can I go home?
Oh. What's that?
Something big.
think we're close.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We're not supposed to be here. Look out, Abe! Oh.
Something smells.
Ew.
Abe and the boys back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Hi, Dad. Yeah, Abe too. I do actually think this game is better than the first one. I think they improved on a lot of stuff. They made it a bit more user-friendly. Yeah. I am gonna be that person though. I think it is very, very similar
Ew. Bumblebee.
to the original game. Which I know. Whoops. Whoops.
Ew. Bumblebee. Wait.
What was I saying before I got distracted? Yeah, the first one's definitely better story-wise, and I know it's because
Ew. Bumblebee.
this game was trying to think of play. Oops. This game was made with big dev crunch to make. I think it was like the Christmas
Wait.
launch of 1999. So there was a lot of
Bumblebee. Wait.
recycled things from the original game and like redone things from the original game, and I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad game, but it is the same game. So I'll probably get set on fire in the coming weeks for this, but
Wait.
in terms of story, I do prefer the remake of this game. I do prefer Soulstorm over Exoddus.
Bumblebee.
Because I guess it's like an artist thing. Like,
Bumblebee.
guys,
Bumblebee.
oh my,
Bumblebee.
I need you all to stop being the stupidest guys.
Where? Ew. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Bumblebee. Oh yeah. Bumblebee.
Oh, shh.
Where?
I'm learning my controls. Yeah, it was made really crunchy. Sequels are either completely different game or literally the same game again. It is. It's the same game again. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, because Exoddus was a very good game, I guess from an artistic perspective, I prefer the remake, Soulstorm, because, you know, the people the artists who made this, who had a story to tell, got to actually tell the story that they wanted to tell. They didn't have to, you know, limit themselves or censor themselves for the sake of a contract, which I think is cool and important. I think it's very interesting that there is I think this game has, or this series has, an interesting history in that it's been shaped and colored by the industry.
Hi. You will follow me. Okay.
And what was like available to be done at the time. Because like the other thing is that Oddworld Inhabitants is an indie studio, which you wouldn't think of. I get like indie studios are so much more of a thing now, but back then they weren't. I learned there's something funny I can do here.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, that was worth the.
Sorry. Okay. Follow me. Okay.
That was worth losing my entire tangent. Yeah. So like Oddworld was still is an indie company.
Follow me. Okay.
But like in the 90s it was very different. Very much a product of the industry's environment at the time, absolutely. And like one of the things that you notice in this game,
Wait. Okay.
which they had to stop doing in the later games, is they clearly refer to Abe as a terrorist. And then 9/11 happened and they were like, oh, we can't really use the word, we can't really use that word anymore. Because it has real world connotation, so they had to censor a whole bunch of
Okay.
the third game, Munch's Odyssey, because they couldn't
Where?
have characters who were labeled as terrorists
Follow me. Okay.
as protagonists. It's just it's interesting how this series has been shaped by the industry and how they've sort of had the opportunity to revisit things that were shaped by the industry in a way that they don't like. I think what I find, and maybe it's because I'm like an artsy dork, when people get mad about Soulstorm being different to Abe's Exoddus, I get kind of like on my high horse about it a little bit because
Follow you. You will follow me. Okay.
to me I'm like, well, they were
Wait. Okay.
sort of handicapped by the way the industry was at the time and the contract they had at the time with Sony to make Abe's Exoddus. They didn't get to make
Follow you.
the game they wanted.
Follow me. Okay.
So they had to make this and make do. And so when people are like, I don't like Soulstorm because it's different, I'm really like, the artist in me is like, yeah, but this is what they wanted to make.
Where?
And I think there's value in the fact that they
Follow you. You will follow me. Okay.
in like acknowledging and appreciating that while a lot of people love Abe's Exoddus, it's not the game that the company wanted to make, and there is value in the existence and appreciation of Soulstorm because it is more aligned with the story they wanted to make. I think that's important. That's a very long-winded way of saying, like, I like Exoddus, it has its value. I think the goofiness of this game and the sameness it has with Odyssey does impact on its does impact on like the message doesn't get through as well, because it's kind of just a silly good time, as opposed to like, oh, this is actually like, you know, not that far removed from reality and really like raises some important things that are important to talk about and consider. Yeah, that was not even a shorter, long-winded version of what I was trying to say. TLDR, I think both versions of the sequel to Abe's Odyssey are good. I think they both have their value. But I do think that Exoddus hits the story beats a bit better. Which is why you will always see me defending Exoddus, Soulstorm rather, because I'm like, well, it's what they wanted to make, and it's important that they got to make what they wanted to make. I think the other thing that gets me about people complaining about remakes and remasters and that kind of thing is like, if you don't like it, you can just play the old game. Like, the existence of Soulstorm doesn't erase Abe's Exoddus from existence. Like, it doesn't stop existing just because there's a new one. You can just go and play the old one. It's still there, it will always be there. It's like, I think it's like $5 on Steam. It's also on GOG. You can also pirate it. You know, like, it doesn't stop existing just because there's another game that exists that's similar. I feel like that's the kind of thing that I get stuck in a lot, or like I hear a lot as like a as a Pokemon fan. It's just like, yeah, okay, this new game is not Red and Blue. Red and Blue still exists. You can still play Red and Blue. There are so many ways that you can go and play Red and Blue. So just go and play Red and Blue. I think what we need is a new Abe game. It's objectively worse than all of the others just to make the old heads mad. Oh, yes, please. I want to see, after everybody had rude things to say about Munch's Odyssey as the first 3D Oddworld game, I want to see an atrocious remake of Munch's Odyssey that is not faithful to the original Munch's Odyssey and makes people mad because it's not faithful. And it's like, well, but you didn't like the original. So like, or they could make that RTS strategy game. We could get Hand of Odd finally. They should just make a really bad game. Nostalgia is a huge factor. Like, I love these games. I also know that they're hard as balls and not user-friendly and quite unfair. But like, my love for them is the nostalgia factor, and I can recognize that. I'm not sitting here like, this is the best thing that was ever made, oh my god, cause it's not. This game's terrible. Yeah. have I done enough of a rant about the gaming industry yet?
Follow me.
Let's talk about the banging things about this game. Look how many Mudokons I can talk to at the same time. The horrible squeaky noise they make with their feet. I love that. I love that for me. I love that for Abe. I love how bad I am at the controls.
Boy, take the odd! Something to drink!
Don't drink that,
Why not?
cause if brew's made by gluckins, it's probably bad for you.
What a wuss.
I hear you.
Look, Abe, we came all this way just to help you.
Well, but
It's not unreasonable that we are just a little bit thirsty. Now, is it?
yeah, but
In case you didn't notice, we just walked across a desert.
So back off, Stitch Lips.
but no. I tried to stop them, but they drank the brew anyway. Lots of it. Then they got all sick looking, but they still wanted more. That's when I figured this whole thing out. Brew is made from our bones! This is bad. What do I do now?
What do you do? How about leading us out of here?
Okay, follow me.
Okay.
But oops, I forgot he was blind. Help me rescue the rest of them.
I can't believe it. That's him. It's that Abe guy. Promotion. Here I come. Free.
So, in my youth, I struggled very much to understand why, or how rather, like, ground up bones was water soluble or could be some kind of liquid. But now I know where gelatin comes from, so that's a bit different now. I also just want to mention that when this game came out, you know, video games weren't
Follow me.
still weren't like they were still like a weird nerd thing. So when the cutscenes for this game got nominated for an Oscar, like now people get like did Balatro get a BAFTA award or something? Like now it's kind of normal for video games to get awards, but at the time it was like, holy shit, a video game's getting an Oscar? Like, video games have substance? It was a big deal. I don't know if it won an Oscar, but it was definitely nominated for one.
Let's wait.
Oop. It's kind of funny how this game is remarkably similar to Final Fantasy VII in that, like, the brew is dead Mudokons in the same way that electricity electricity in Final Fantasy VII is made of dead people, so you're using your great grandma to charge your phone and stuff like that. It's funny how similar they are. Video games are art. It's insane. It was like, that was the 90s, and when I was in high school, which was a while ago now, I talked about this game in my folio when I did art as a subject, and it was kind of like like the concept of using video games as inspiration instead of like, oh, we're going to talk about Magritte and Picasso and I don't know, Banksy or some shit. The idea of like, well, I found a video game that really speaks to me on an artistic level. I'm going to talk about this. It was quite like peculiar. I'm sure nowadays it's much more normal. I'm sure there's lots of kids
You will follow me. Okay.
in high school doing their final year art projects who are like, yes, I was inspired by what's a video game that's not cringe? You know, some people's like, oh, you know, I was inspired by Claire Obscura Expedition 33 or something like that. It's a much more acceptable form of storytelling and art now than it used to be. It's not such a far-fetched concept to say that. How the times they have changed. Ugh, I keep pressing X because when you're on the edge of the ledge in Abe's Odyssey, it's an automatic crouch, so I just keep farting all the time. Story of my life, really. Sad squad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, guys, that's what happens when you when you put Mudokons in other Mudokons. You're divided by 0. Yo dog, we heard you like Mudokons, so we put dead Mudokons inside your Mudokons so you can Mudokon while you Mudokon. It's gonna make you sick. I do like that they were like, we need more enemies in this game, and they just took the slug sprite and made it smaller, and they were like, yep, perfect. Alright, let's do this carefully. Hey puppies. I think it's cool that there's a lot more like talking to be done at the start of this game. Because I actually like the learning curve's a bit kinder and I know what I'm doing. So it's easier for me to like have a conversation about this game while playing it at the same time. Like I still completely lose my train of thought, but it's not as bad. I pressed up. Yeah, more rocks. Always need more rocks. I was about to say, what's with all these tunnels? Like, we're in a mine. Dog. This is meant to be tunnels. Orbs. Where is the climby uppy spot? Is it the well? Maybe it's the well. Alrighty.
Wait. Follow me. Follow me. Wait. Follow me. Wait. Follow me.
When that Mudokan dropped down the trapdoor at the bottom of it, my heart stopped for a second, and then I was like, oh wait, no. He's meant to do that.
Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. You won't follow me. Okay. Wait. Follow me. Okay.
Something deeply upsetting about Mudokan's falling. You have to, like, check yourself quickly.
Follow me. Okay. Oh yeah. You won't follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Follow me. Okay. Work. Oh yeah. You won't follow me. Okay.
Just faster to let them walk into the wall sometimes. Rocks for days. More rolling? More rolling. Again, trying to press the button and just having a fart. Just having a fart. Yeet. More rocks. Sometimes there's so many explosions that the sound kind of cuts out for a little bit, and I'm not sure if that's a bug or a feature, or if I'm just going slightly deaf. Well, that didn't work. Whoop. I wonder... I'm not gonna risk it. It would be just my luck.
Hi. You will
Follow me.
okay.
Come on, buddy. I know you're having a bad day, but come on, buddy. Ooh. Nearly had my face cut off.
Hi.
You will follow me.
Okay.
Hi. You will
Follow me.
okay.
That was gonna be embarrassing if it didn't work. Going for rocks. Was okay.
Hi. You will
Follow me.
okay. Wait. Okay.
So this is a bit of a doozy. I say doing it first go. Never mind. Can I just climb down? I sure can. I was gonna get me eventually. Is that my first death? No, second, because I fell down that hole. Professional. Yeah, I wasn't sure where the Abe was. The hardest bit of these two secrets is trying to work out where Abe is while you're trying to get out. There's Abe. Okay, so I've got 2 steps. Very hard to make the Abe jump when you can't see where the Abe is. There we go. Much better. God, the sensory overload in here is a bit woofed.
Oh yeah, you follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay.
There's a sneeze stuck in my nose. I'll do my best not to sneeze directly into the microphone.
You follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Where?
You stay here. Because there's another bit I need to do. Oops.
Hi. You follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hi. You follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Every time.
Oh yeah. You follow me. Okay. Hi. You follow me. Okay. Follow me. Okay.
I was fully expecting one of them to just walk straight into the wall again.
Oh yeah. You follow me. Okay. Oh yeah. You follow me. Okay.
And that is the PlayStation struggling to render 7 running Mudokons at the same time. Right. We're now up to my favorite part of Necrum Mines. My absolute favorite. Minecar. Whoops. I think my fingernails went through the motion detector there. Let's try that again. Usually I'm quite a neurotic quicksaver in this game, and I probably will be once we get closer to the harder parts of the game. But having come straight from Abe's Odyssey, I'm like, no, I can do this long string of difficult things without a quick save, that's fine. Oops. Oops. Run! No. I'm a little bit too excited about the mine car. I'm not doing the bit before the mine car. Carefully. Mentally, I'm like, I survived Abe's Odyssey motion detectors. I can do anything. Which is true. But also, be careful. Get wrecked, nerds. So satisfying.
Hi, hello.
Follow me.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Exquisite. Exquisite. My favorite thing in all the world. Mine car.
Hi, hello.
Follow me.
Okay. Work.
Oh, shit. I forgot they shot at the mine car. Whoops. I thought I was being clever. That's okay.
Hi, hello.
Follow me.
Okay.
When those alarms go off and I'm just quietly waiting for them to stop, I like just quietly sitting there and taking a sip of my drink like, doo doo doo. Alrighty, that's better. Let's try this again.
Oh, yeah. Hello, hello.
Follow me.
Okay. Okay.
There's one thing I want to do before we save those guys. I think this is the only chance you get to do this. Big bang.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Where's?
Hi.
So how lost were you? In the portal.
Oops. Hi. Hello. Follow me. Okay.
Whoops.
Wait. Okay. Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hi. Hello. Hello. Where? Hi. Hello. Follow me. Okay.
If I remember correctly, we just gotta do this like a ninja. Bro! Are you done?
Oh, yeah. Hello. 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 Follow me. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, the goofy sounds and the sound design in these games is immaculate. It's so much fun. Run! I don't think I can do this. Come back? I think he's coming back. No. I might have goofed this. Come back, sir. Oh, just got him. I'm coming here to shoot you. Bruv, why can't I shoot you? Oh, do I gotta get in between these two? There we go. So, Oh, running to jump into a well. I do not miss you. I probably should not have done that. I'm gonna leave the screen? I'm gonna be a good boy with the screen? I don't think so. More rocks. I'm sure that noise is meant to happen. Did I quick save it all? I did not. Goober. It's so satisfying when you can one-shot, one-kill them. I think we just gotta keep running, my dude. Pull the lever. Keep running. Yeet. Yeet. Keep running. Bully. Keep running. Oh. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, that was so lucky. I recently watched part of a no possession run for this game. So I've seen some of these areas done in like the most abstract ways humanly possible. Which is kind of good, and I like to remind myself
Follow me. Okay.
when this game gets hard, at least I'm not doing it
Follow me. Okay.
without possessing anything, because that would just be so much worse. Also, we've saved more Mudokons than we did in the entirety of Abe's Odyssey. Go team. Team Abe. Yep. I don't think any good decisions are made after 2 AM, and I think that includes watching a speedrun for Abe's Exoddus. Let's see if we can do this all in one go. Yeet. let's not do this all in one go. Yeet. Alright, get it together. Yeet. I remember when these jumps were hard when I was a kid. That's wild. Keep going. Keep going, Ib. Run! Poor Abe. Luckily, I'm pretty sure Mudokons don't have genitals, so I think, I don't think there are any crown jewels we need to worry about there. But like, as someone who has bruised their tailbone on a seesaw, that's a sentence. As someone who's bruised their tailbone on a seesaw, you can still very much injure yourself by landing on something really hard. I don't actually know if I can do this one, but I will try my darndest. I'll give it a couple of goes anyway. It's quite strange how in some ways games get easier, and in some ways it's just like, this is still really hard because my brain no worky. Get down, you fool! There is a trick to getting past sligs who move like this, and I am not smart enough to know what that trick is. As demonstrated here. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just run onto the next ledge. What? Asshole. That should have been safe. That should have been safe. Can I squat? No. Why can't I squat? Abe, I need you to squat. Squat on your butt. Let me try that again. Abe, for the love of all that is holy, I need you to squat. Yeah, I'm almost like the part of Abe's Exoddus that I'm thinking of that I cannot for the life of me do. I'm genuinely thinking like by the curse of bad reaction time as an old person, I might never be able to do it. And you know, that's okay, because we'll just go play the next game. Oh, freak. But it is kind of funny that to think about like, oh, what is that noise error? It's like there's literally some games you can't play anymore once you're old.
Wait.
Good lord.
Where? Hi. Hi. Follow me.
Fuck.
Hello.
These little shits. We ain't out here 100%ing. We chillin'. Yeah. I'm too old for 100%ing. Follow me faster.
Wait. Okay. Where?
That's not what I wanted. Oh, I really missed that X button sit.
Oh yeah, you follow me. Okay.
Excuse me? Oh, absolutely. Okay. Well, the good news is that's the hardest thing we might have to do for a while. I got through that, and I don't always get through that, so go me. Let's just enjoy the nice ambience for a little bit. One of the sound design things I love in this game, which I also love in Animal Crossing of all things, is the different feet noises on the different kinds of ground. Like the sort of tap noise here, as opposed to like the scuffy noise that Abe makes on metal floor. I've always been quite fond of that. I think you're right about having content behind mini games. Like, important content being behind mini games is a bit I also don't like when video games like demand extreme like affection from you for core gameplay stuff. It's something I keep coming back to because there was a game I watched someone play called Void Stranger, which I thought was really cool, but then like more than half the lore is gatekept behind getting through the first half of the game without dying. And it's like, how? How do you expect someone to do, like, the expectations on the player, it's like 4 people are gonna see all of this game. And like, if you want people to see the thing that you made and the story you're trying to tell, then why are you putting that story out there in the first place? And also, like, it's not the 90s anymore. Like, not everyone who plays video games is super hardcore. Like, not everyone is a basement dwelling Mountain Dew drinker. Some of us have jobs and bills, animals, other hobbies. We have other things, laundry, you know, we've got stuff to do that isn't playing video games. So it's I think it's good when games get a bit easier. I think that's respectful of people's time. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go outside today. It looks a bit grey out there, but I do like to go outside sometimes. You know, someone's gonna wash my socks, and it's me. No one else is washing my socks. And not having socks, like not having clean socks is it's sad. This is gonna be a bit of big focus time because this is my least favorite adversary in all of the Oddworld games I've ever played combined, including some things I won't mention in Soulstorm because I know you haven't played it yet, Zed, and I don't want to spoil them for you, but these guys are infinitely worse. These suck. What? I want to dodge 300 lightning strikes in real life. I think that's going to be more fulfilling. I also don't want to play a 100-hour game twice just to understand what everybody's saying. Like, play a 100-hour game thoroughly twice to understand what everybody's saying. Oh. Lord Big Face be with us. Yeah, fun realism, but I also still think that, like, the demand on the player to, like, yeah, oh, well, if you don't miss much, yeah, I mean, I can't talk, I haven't played all of Final Fantasy X yet, but if you're not missing much by not understanding it, that's fine. If it just, like, ugh, shit. If it's not, like, if it's just like the sprinkles on top of the cherry that is your experience of the game, that's fine. I'm feeling impatient. But yeah, if there was, like, important game-shattering lore that was gate-kept behind the Albed language, I think that would be a bit rude. God, I hate this part of this game. Yeah, and I think if you speak a second language, or you're sort of, like, used to being around people who don't speak English, I think you'd probably be really fine with the people speaking Albed and you not understanding it, 'cause you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a Tuesday for me. Oops. Like, it's interesting how much you can extrapolate about a language from context. When it's a language you don't speak. Frick! Yeah. Don't mind me, I have a language degree. I just remembered the no possession run. I saw someone do this, and you can bypass this area just by doing a stored ledge drop in the middle of this platform, and it was pretty funny. Yeah, I grew up with parents who spoke English as a grandparents who spoke English as a second language, so half the time when they were talking I had no freaking idea what they were saying, but it was pretty easy to, like, figure it out. I think I've gone the wrong way. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I have. One moment. Yeah, I think it's pretty normal, I think, to have people speaking around you that you don't understand completely. Or it's certainly not unusual. I'm gonna go... No, okay. Hey, get your Nikes together. Yump. Look, if Fantasy Life ever loosens its absolutely dastardly grip on me, I will play Final Fantasy X. I have it. I've even got it on Switch in my favorite portable format that I can play wherever I want. I just gotta knuckle down and do it. The fact that it's one of the longest Final Fantasy games is a little bit intimidating, to say the least. But what I have played of it, I did like. The only reason I actually stopped playing it was because I was really struggling with the Blitzball stuff, and I thought it was compulsory, and I was like, oh, I can't play this game. Blitzball's too hard, and they're gonna make me do it because otherwise Waka will never have happiness in his life again, or something. But it turns out you can just not do the Blitzball part of the game, and it, in the old game system of minigames not being instrumental to your experience of the game, it's okay if you don't play Blitzball. I think you miss out on Walker's ultimate weapon or whatever, but like, you know, you're not losing out on the story. I remember many years ago, oh really? I guess like when I look at howlongtobeat.com and things like that, I'm always looking at the completionist timing, because I'm like, well, I always take longer and I always do as much of the extra stuff as I can. So that's nice that it's not so much like that. I remember many years ago, I was reading a forum post that was like, what game do you love playing, but you love playing the mini game more than the actual game? And my contribution to that was Voltorb Flip from Hot Gold and Still Silver. Because I spent so much time playing Voltorb Flip. But one of the other people in the thread was like, you know, I have this great game called Final Fantasy X. It's basically like FIFA underwater, and then sometimes there's a story as well. So basically they were playing it for Blitzball, which is very funny to me. Oh, 90% of the game is after the main story? What? How much of that 100 hours is trying not to get struck by lightning 300 times? I wonder. I just had flashbacks to dying here because the down button on my controller wasn't working once. That's too long to spend perfect dodging lightning strikes, like... My first thought was, do you know how much sewing I could do in 2 hours? Do you know how much... Do you know what art I could make in 2 hours? Instead of dodging lightning strikes in a video game. Well, that's good to know that it's not actually 100 hours long, it's just 100 hours long if you like all the mini games. Speaking of long games, Obviously we've got a bit more Oddworld to do. But after we've done some Oddworld, there's a few other games that I only have on PC, and I'll be honest, I really struggle playing games on PC, because like, I think in my brain, PC is for work. PC is for work and YouTube and stuff like that, so I kind of forget that it's a, one second while I remember how to talk to Paramites. But, once we finish Oddworld, I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'd like to play, that I don't have on other things. For example, I mean, it might not work because it's not a very linear game, but I have Chrono Trigger. I've got Final Fantasy IV The After Years, which I've never played, and then just a boatload of indie stuff, like off the top of my head, I know I have Lena's Inception, which I played a little bit of and I really liked, but it was like, this might be easier if I've got someone like sitting with me while I play it, you know what I mean? And then there's stuff that I played before that I wouldn't mind playing again, like Aquaria and Underhero. Underhero, not Undertale, they're two very different. And they're not that different, they're both pretty meta. I'm quite fond of them and I would like to play them again. I reckon Chrono Trigger would be fun on stream. As long as we're not like grinding for new, I think we'll be okay. I have watched a playthrough of Chrono Trigger, not that I remember most of it now, because it was during lockdown and lockdown was barely real. But I do remember new farming. And I do remember fighting Specchio, being a bit of a doddle. So we probably won't do those things, but we can do everything else. We can cry about Frog and Robo and their fantastic stories. New percent or else. Look, if you're willing to watch me hunt new, I might consider it. But I also just might not. To the new percent run, I say new. Yeah, I think Chrono Trigger will be good. I probably won't like be one of those cool people who like voice acts the whole thing. That's a lot of talking. But like, I do want to play it. I keep trying to do this crouch thing and it's not working. Yeah. It's a very cool game. No, not really. Like I've done that shit before in other games and it's not my favorite pastime. That's the attack button, okay. I do love the way they hop, it's very cute. Actually, I may have bonked. I may have donked that. Oh no, I can press this here. Oh. The only DQ I've played is DQ9, and that was apparently not a great one to start with. It was really hard. I got really sick of grinding on the slime towers, and I was like, I have better things to do with my 3-hour break at university. Me, you're like, hey, this part isn't as hard as I remember. Yes. Yeet. Now watch me mess this bit up. There we go. Clean. So what I forgot to mention during that discussion is that we are once again doing Paramite and Scrab Vaults, which is honestly like kind of my beef with Exoddus. I'm like, this is just a retread of Odyssey. This whole first section, it's just the same thing again, which bothers me. It's a bit too samey for me. It's like, hey, we once again need you to do a bunch of trials. This is not the one I want to do. No, thank you. I was not expecting that to happen. I was thinking of a different secret passage that I can probably do. Oh, am I boned? Am I burned? How do we get down? There we go. Yeah, I'm not mad on the retread at the start of Exoddus. I think, like, I get it that it was probably, they did it to make the game a bit longer so that it was a bit more attractive to people wanting to buy it, and make it a bit more of a grander adventure, but like, this just, to me, this just feels like I'm playing Abe's Odyssey again. And maybe that's just me being nitpicky, but like, you know, if I wanted to play Abe's Odyssey, I'd play Abe's Odyssey. I don't play Abe's Exoddus to play Abe's Odyssey. Munchy time. Whoops. Frick. Oh, well, here is also a good place to be. Ironically, I didn't botch that yet. I think what we'll do is similar to last time. We will finish our little Paramite temple. And then we'll get to our Scrab temple and then we'll probably wrap up for the day. Because while I can definitely do Necrum and Mudomo back to back, I don't really want to throw Mudanchi on top of that as well. No, Mudanchi hard. And while Grabania has kind of like, as I've gotten older, it's become less big scary. I don't know if Mudanchi is the same, and I don't really want to test that theory. So we'll, you know, we'll finish Paramites, we'll rest on our laurels, and we'll come back for Scrab time probably next week, I think. If I don't get sick and horrible again. Whoa. So this one's the maybe. Let's see if we can do this one. Fingers crossed. Okay. Part 1 do. Nailed it. What do you mean by strand type game? I'm really proud of myself for doing that secret, Erica. Or me. It was the easy secret area, but I don't care. I still did it. What? Oops. Shoot! Hey, please! Hey, please. Let's try this again. You ever just swear at a lever instead of pulling it? I was thinking about the ghost trap and what buttons I needed to press for that. Not this way. Come this way. Psst, psst, psst. And stay in there, little shits. think I've heard of a Strand type game before. Oh, Abe's a special kind of stupid sometimes. Let's boogie. Yeah, is that the Sean Bean game? Oops. I thought it was just one of those games where like, you know, they've just picked like two good words that like sound cool together. It doesn't actually mean anything. I didn't realize stranding was a term. Oh yeah, Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus, right? I love how I somehow just like completely missed Death Stranding as a concept. I love that for me. Frick. Is that the game that won like a whole buttload of awards that it really shouldn't have won, or was that a different game? Like it got best music or something, and it's like, I think Hades came out this year, what the hell? Oh, okay. Everyone was just like, but it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I'm mad. Frickin' this Paramite. Bane of my existence. I just remember all the Uber Eats memes and Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus. I think the second one has like a girl in a raincoat or something. I don't, like, that's not a spoiler, I don't know anything about her, I just know she was wearing a raincoat because I saw her and I was like, what is this, Little Nightmares? I was like, is this Little Nightmares 3? And it's like, no, this is Death Stranding 2. Not to be confused with Little Nightmares 3. And I was like, oh, okay. Alright, let's try not to fuck this last bit up. Guess her name. Is it Rain? Is it Rain with an E on the end because it's edgy? Or is it something stupid like yellow? I actually really like Rain as a name for a person, so like I'm just being a dick. frick. There are so many things I hate about Fleechers. And for some reason, way up on the list is the horrible slap noise they make when they hit the ground. Rainy! That's cute! But also silly. Like, I think that's cute, but that's cute in like an Animal Crossing kind of way. Yeet. I don't know if that works. I mean, I haven't played the first of Stranding Death. So I can't really judge whether it works or not, but like, Rainy's such a cute name for such a, like, I almost want to say AMAB game. This game was given a gender upon release. Okay. I think that's us for today. So I'm gonna save. Hilariously, I did not save when we finished Abe's Odyssey on Wednesday, so the last save file I have of that game is still from the start of Zulog 2, which is very funny. Oh, do I have to name it something? No. I can name it nothing. I have named it Void. Alrighty. Oof. I think that's us done for today. Next week we'll have a go at Mudanshi. Which means we'll probably finish disc 1. I don't know how a disc change is going to work on stream. That might be a bit messy. We'll see. Or we might have a small stream next week. But yeah. Thank you for joining me, Zed. Thank you for the chats. And I will see you next time.